Well, a simple plan can be a catalyst for disciple making. And today, I'll share a few simple plans you can use to make disciples. Hey, I'm Pastor Matt here with your Missionary Pathway Mission Insight. And today's mission insight is one that has come from experiencing disciple making over the last several years. Over the last several years since launching the Missionary Pathway, I noticed something. When we launched the Missionary Pathway, our goal in launching it was at the base level, you would learn how to make a disciple. And then using the Missionary Pathway process on the free platform, you could actually make a disciple maker. Now, when we built that process, what I thought was most people would make a disciple and a few people would decide to make disciple makers. And then what I started realizing was more people were taking us up on making disciple makers than they were making disciples. And so this kind of confused me a little bit. So I started asking the question, okay, well, why do you think that is? And what I realized was a game changer. And that's this. People often need a simple plan to start carrying out disciple making. Now, the reason more people started making disciples utilizing the Missionary Pathway is the Missionary Pathway was a simple plan. So even though making a disciple maker sounds like a much harder thing to do, people found it easier to do because they had a simple plan and process they could follow. And so as we were thinking about that, I said, well, what keeps us from doing a simple plan and process to help people catalyze disciple making? And so that's where we came up with 3 simple journals that you can use to make disciples. So why a journal? Well, in each of these journals, the concept is the same. We teach you an aspect of disciple making, whether you're helping disciple somebody who's brand new to the faith or trying to explore what this Jesus thing is all about, whether you're working with discipling somebody through the Gospels and learning the life of Jesus, or you just want to disciple them through some of the basics of the faith, or you actually want to disciple somebody to make a disciple. We have 3 simple plans you can utilize to do that. And so we created 3 simple journals around those plans. So the first journal is simple. It's called Starting Point. And Starting Point is a journal that essentially helps walk somebody through understanding the basics of the gospel and then gives them an opportunity to walk through the Gospel of John and the book of Ephesians. Now, the second journal is what we call the Discovery Bible Study Journal. And this journal pairs really well with our free Discovery Bible Study training where we teach people how to lead Discovery Bible Study. And in this journal, we teach people how to do Discovery Bible Study like we do in several of our journals. And then we give people just a few different plans they can follow, whether they're doing Discovery Bible Study on their own or Discovery Bible Study with a small group of people around them, discipling somebody. And then finally, we have this new resource called As You Are Going. And As You Are Going is a simple resource to teach you how to make a disciple. As You Are Going will teach you a few basic concepts of disciple making, and it will also teach you, once again, Discovery Bible Study, in case you didn't know it already. And it'll give you a great reading plan you can use to start discipling somebody else, so you can not just learn the concepts of disciple making, but you can disciple somebody. Now, here's the crazy thing about these 3 simple plans. All these journals have the same core elements. They give you a little bit of teaching around Discovery Bible Study, they give you a plan, and then they give you a bunch of journal pages like these that you can use to start doing Discovery Bible Study. Now, what I've found is it sounds like a simple concept, but oftentimes the thing that's holding somebody back from making a disciple is feeling like they have a plan. And so while you don't need a journal or a course to make a disciple, what I've found is oftentimes when you put a simple resource like this or this in front of somebody, it gives them more confidence in making a disciple because it's a simple plan. And when people have a simple plan, it ends up being a catalyst for disciple making. So if you want to try one of these resources, you can jump on Amazon. We'll put the links below in the video description, and you could actually pick up a copy of this journal or a couple copies of the journal and actually walk through it with somebody. And also, As You Are Going comes with a brand new free e-course. Why do we make our e-courses free? Because at the Kairos Network, we don't want to create a lid on disciple making. If you want to make a disciple, we want to help provide you with resources that will help. So check out the link below, check out some of these resources on Amazon, and if there's anything we can do to help you make a disciple, don't hesitate to reach out. So for this week's Mission Insight, it's a joy hanging out with you. Check out some of these resources, and of course, I'm looking forward to seeing you on our next Mission Insight.